Morning, folks. So we are in sunny, and it really is sunny this year. It's weird. Sunny Fargo. Look at that. Sun. Not a whole lot of snow. Strange. Anyways, we were in Fargo for the football event. So last year I came to this. It's put on by Crary Industries. And basically me, Larson's, and Zach last year, I guess, were the keynote or guests, or I don't know what you want to call us, the goons on the stage. That's how I'd call us. And they asked us to do it again, so we're all here. First day of the event, or the day of the event. We're going to eat some breakfast and get started. Always take a picture of your hotel room. That way if you stumble back later, you got a reference. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Have the important stuff. Make a picture of it. This is perfect. You guys know me.
Say something funny. Oh, they'll squeeze in.
Say something funny.
Something funny.
All right, well, it's last day of harvest 2023. That is one of those sets of lights right there. 10 acres left of double crop. Pardon video quality. You're on my phone tonight. Brian is out of town. He did leave us a camera, but I neglected to grab it off the desk this morning. So I don't even think Dad is filming this event. I'm sure this is perfectly safe walking around in a bean field at night in dark colored clothing. Well, this is it. Last few acres.
Been a struggle getting this field done.
Seems like the last few acres, double crops in general, has been a struggle.
Thought it'd be done before dark, but that didn't happen, so still dusty, so it'll got about 2 acres, something like that. So I think we'll get done here.
To be fair, we got a late start today because it was cold this morning. It was a heavy frost. It never really burned off until about 1 o'clock to get started.
Yeah, before the sun come out. Did 30 acres no time, then had to move. That took an hour.
So everybody said, we only got 100 acres left. Well, there's 2 moves to go on there too. It slows it down. It's pretty dusty.
It's dusty, but I haven't figured this head out how to get it. It didn't flex worth the darn. It didn't sit right. I don't know. I never did mess with it. Brian always said it.
So this is the first for me. This is the first time I think I've finished up harvesting. Brian's not here. So he's South Dakota?
Fargo, North Dakota.
Fargo. Oh, okay. North Dakota. Someplace in the Dakotas. Probably
Doing that.
really rubbing
real.
elbows and having dinner right now.
You forgot your camera up there, Brian.
Yeah.
You're lucky I brought it back for you.
Oh, thank God.
How's the audio on these compared to a GoPro? So when I stand behind my GoPro, it's terrible.
Pretty good.
Pretty decent.
Always run on snacks too.
You got to get the whole audience so they get the whole feel here. See, they're waving. Now they all think they're going to be in my video.
Yep. That's perfect. You keep doing that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's with the folks at Crary, guys that provided this aerial.
Just mowing the field, what we're doing, but there ain't many beans.
Gonna break down and do it the old-fashioned way. Turn the steering wheel.
That's the way I used to do it with the old Gleaner and hit 5. On 1980 when they come out, run 10 years. Most they run combine. Didn't farm quite as many acres.
Didn't farm quite as many acres, but it took just as long to farm it.
Well, we had Uncle John had a combine. He had back then. What would he have? Maybe a K. Then he went to an M. And we strung out farther than what we are now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can remember at various times being in a couple different counties and east side and west side of Chillicothe both.
Yeah, we farmed on the other side of town too. Yeah, back in the good old days, when this main drove John, and we'd get off around here, and he'd go up Benton County to work, and I'd go down there to Richmond, up Caldwell Farm work. He had some money to help the truck. We'd take it home out of the dryer.
Yeah.
Dry it, and it wasn't ours. Well, we dried landlords and take it to town. That's the way you get dumping dry corn. You're in there sit all day with wet corn. Your grandpa, he'd dry it, he'd haul it down. There, Richmond, they'll call and put it in the bin. And dry it bin, put it in there. I had 4,000 bushel, and we cleaned that one, bought the bigger one up 12,000 bushel.
So back then, you guys were
It'd been drier.
driving those little short straight trucks.
Yep.
How did you?
Chevys.
I mean, how did you keep track of? Like, there wasn't no scales on the cards. You probably didn't have any kind of monitoring system that told you how many bushels was in the tank.
So, when we got done, what was in the bin, we figured out what we hauled down.
Well, I mean, like keeping track of like when you were driving for landlords.
Well, we had to clean out every time.
Oh,
We did
okay.
mixers.
Okay.
2,000 bushel whole bins.
Okay.
Wasn't that big a deal. Straight trucks, about everybody had straight trucks. That's what they used. That or wagons. You guys use wagons. And as a few semis started, we got a semi. I think I bought the first old Mac.
You had the Mac first, or that you had a cab over international, didn't you?
Yeah, but I think no. Well, I had that, but I had we had a cab over Freightliner with dump bucket, coal bucket, we held line with it. Spread line, custom spread.
Yeah.
Hold one line with it. Got rid of that. Bought that Louisville, stretched out, put a bed on it, 22-foot grain bed on it.
I remember that.
Didn't have only had one tag axle. Should have had a couple of them. Started buying semis.
You had Louisville for several years, didn't you?
Yeah, we had that Louisville for a long time. Bought one of them old semis off Joe Lane. It was cab over international. Had a 8V92 in it. Old Detroit, screaming Detroit. Leaking oil everywhere.
So the cab over, I remember, it seemed like it was like red with white pinstripes, or white with red pinstripes. That's not it?
Maroon and gray.
Maroon and gray,
That
okay.
was it. That was, we had that in 87, maybe bought before that, because I remember building the house. And it's sitting down there.
That's the one the neighbor boy tried to take for a ride.
Don tried to take off in it. Smoked so bad. Thing, if you didn't want to let it idle very long, it would just, smoke so bad, load up and just take off.
Shit.
The engine would just rev up.
Yeah, we're down to the brass tacks. That's it.
There it is on the right.
Hope you guys can see, because on this phone I can't see what you're seeing. Just have to turn you around. One more pass. Nope, one more. Maybe, yep. Yeah, 45-foot header would have had it. That's it.
That's it. Hallelujah. Well, that's it. 23 harvest.
Had enough.
That's it. Well, it'd be nice if we had more.
Yeah.
More bushels than what we had. Beans were kind of disappointing.
Had enough of the acres, not enough of the bushels. How's that?
Yeah, everything down. Everything. That's, Pappy always said that's the breaks of farming.
Yep.
We were hung in there and got us done. After the first couple of days, we didn't have much trouble with it, really.
Gleaner had a rough start, but she got the job done at the end.
I did about 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
All performed pretty well. The demo combine did some. The old Exxon needs some work on it. It hadn't done anything for a while. Well, now the big job cleaning everything up.
Probably get a nice warm day next week to do that.
Well, if it ain't worst comes worse, I guess we got a nice workshop we can blow it off. Well, I don't know what we're going to have next year. Might have the same two combines, I don't know. What we'll do.
Well, look at today's price of corn. Probably.
Probably will. If Brian comes up with something, what'd you say it was? $3.84?
$3.84 was today's cash bid.
That ain't gonna buy much. That ain't gonna hardly buy our fertilizer. Well, we figured up one of our cash rent farm, we lost some money at that price. So we gotta get more than that out of it. Hopefully. But everybody's the same boat.
For the record, that was today's cash bid at Cargill. That's not what we sold corn for. We didn't sell corn today. How many bushels that field end up making?
I don't know. The water ain't right. 318, I know that ain't right.
Into the truck it goes, the last of it.
Yeah, there's 500 bushel on 40 acres, 550 bushel, 40 acres. Very good. We've had some good ones in the last few years.
Yeah, this year was not one of those years. Just never rained after we planted double crops, really. It never rained all summer. I don't know what I'm talking about. Depending on where you looked, we had anywhere from 12 to 14 inches of rain all summer long. John, in some parts of the world, that's a lot of water. Southern Ohio, that's not much. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for harvest. Morning. Harvest is over finally. Yay. So it's the day after the last day of harvest, and got just a few things to do this morning to finish up. Take a couple trucks to Cargill, get them emptied up, put away, and then we're gonna hop in the John Deere and run that thing for a while and see what we can tear up. Stay tuned, should be an exciting day. Well, I'm not really sure why I thought I was gonna make 2 quick trips to Cargill. There's nobody in line at the lights other than this guy here who was here when I got here. But they've got the parade line all the way around the building, so I'm sure it'll take an hour to dump this truck. Cool. Every once in a while when you're sitting in line at Cargill, you see something you just don't see very often. That's a pretty cool truck over there. Afternoon. What do you think, Mason? Afternoon. How was school? Good. Sun in your eyes? Oh, okay. So we're cruising right along in the big John Deere 9410R, pulling a Salford Enforcer 5200. And we're in wheat stubble, just because we're curious. And as you can see, it is, man, it's turning it over. Not dragging up. Looks pretty good back there. I do not have steering in the auto steer in the Deere, so I am going to do my best and hopefully get some acres covered. And you guys are probably going to get shook all to pieces, because periodically I've got to turn the wheel left, right, get back on track and all that good stuff. So the downside of not having any auto steer right now is overlap. It's a 19-foot implement, and yeah, I'm making sure I've got some overlap. See, my tools are getting dirty, mainly because I don't want any ridges where we've not worked any ground. So a little bit of overlap, so we probably 19-foot implement, we're probably realistically only using about 17 feet of it. Hey, that's your hand. So you can see it's doing a really nice job flipping the stuff over. We're running 3-4 inches deep. So I've gotten rid of my little co-pilot. He's headed to the house to hang out with his brother till his mom gets home from work here in a little bit. But we're back in the field. Sun's dipping. It's a beautiful sunset. About 4:30 in the afternoon. I would like to stay and work pretty late, but My oldest son and my daughter-in-law will ask us to dinner tonight, and I haven't seen them for a while with harvest and everything going on. Saw them at Thanksgiving, and that's about all I've seen them for quite a while, actually. So we're going to have dinner with them tonight. But I did want to come back down here to the double crop bean field where we've got some wheat stubble, a lot of residue, and show you what kind of job we're doing. You see it's stirring stuff up pretty good. Over here is a little bit more of a probably a thicker residue mat. I do wish we had our auto track working on the deer. Get a little bit more ground covered than what we have been. I've been overlapping quite a bit. So right there, I just pulled back into the field. That's about how I've been trying to run. You can see there's a couple feet of overlap back there. But that beats having a ridge. If you don't work this right here, there'll be a ridge. You can feel that next year and the year after and the year after until it's corrected. This is the mat that we're working with though. This is the residue. But that stuff out there that wasn't really incorporated all that well, that's like this heavy mat right here. It was chopped up pretty fine though. So you know, it's doing a nice job, I think. This field is pretty rough. And the idea, Dad, when we come down here, not only show you what it would do in wheat stubble and a double crop field, but also try to smooth the field up a little bit. So it's kind of the object here. It's not really all that rough down that way. So we're gonna do this upper section here and get as much as I can get done here in about an hour. And call tonight. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, we'll come back and do some more tomorrow.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. I know it jumped around a little bit and it's probably not like the easiest flowing video I've ever done, but it was the last day of harvest and it could quite possibly be the last day in the Gleaner combine. So I definitely wanted to put that video out, but we will know more on the combine situation in probably the next 48 hours. But I think that was the last day in the Gleaner combine. We're going to call this video the last day in the Gleaner combine because I'm pretty confident it was. But thanks for watching, everybody. If you would, do me a favor, thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give us a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Also, if you guys want to try to get some Brown Farms, Brian's Farm Views merchandise before Christmas, probably better get on that because we're getting pretty close to the deadlines where Ben's super busy at Farm Focus shipping stuff out, and I can't promise you're going to get some. In fact, I ordered a couple boxes of hats from him 2 weeks ago and I haven't got them yet, so sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.